What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. And it looks like, from the outside looking in, Caitlyn Clark is sick of this motion offense. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. I was instructed to make this video, and I'm not going to expose who instructed me to make this video, but it's funny, though. It is real funny. Now, all of this information I'm about to tell you guys is alleged. We got to put a ledge on there now for technicalities of it all. Now, we know Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever did pretty good last year. Well, Caitlyn Clark, not so good. I just got to be honest. She got hurt, but the team itself as a whole made it to the semifinals, damn near pulled it off, man. That is making it all the way to the WNBA finals. Now, one of the biggest storylines going into the season was this offense that Stephanie White was going to run. Now, I got catalogs of videos breaking this stuff down prior to the season even starting, letting y'all know how this was just spells disaster for Caitlyn Clark 2025 season. I mean, I was one of the first whistleblowers. I mean, back in February, March of last year, April last year, telling y'all this offense is not going to work, guys. At least for Caitlyn. It's going to work for the Fever, but it's not going to work for Caitlyn Clark and her style of play. I was vehemently adamant about that happening. Now, fast forward till today, we ultimately know how the season went. Caitlyn Clark suffered injuries, and we did not see the Caitlyn Clark we seen in past. We wanted to see the Caitlyn Clark from Iowa. Now, I told y'all that Caitlyn Clark was not going to work in this system, and it's proven to me that Stephanie White does not know how to coach Caitlyn Clark. And quiet as it kept, and I know a lot of people might get mad with what I'm about to say next, I believe we should have kept Christy Sides, because I believe the second half of that season, Christy Sides understood how to play Caitlyn Clark. Christy Sides understood what type of player Caitlyn Clark was and is. Hence why they went on a run that they did. Now, had we had Christy Sides this year, I believe the Indiana Fever don't have as many injuries. Because I've been telling y'all, some people are going to be mad about this. I know y'all get mad when I say this. Stephanie White's style of offense caused a lot of these injuries, bro. Because she got a lot of offensive players playing this long, aggressive defensive style when these are not defensive players. Like Kelsey Mitchell is not a defensive player. Now, granted, she stepped up a bunch on defense. But hence why her body shut down, bro. These are Stephanie White disasters causing these set problems to break down. People can say what you want, but I'm going to always speak my mind, and I'm going to tell it like it is. I ain't going to get on this microphone right here and BS you. I'm going to tell the truth, whether fans like it or fans dislike it. You know, but I feel like a lot of those injuries was contributed to the style of offense Stephanie White was calling, and defense too. Now, with that being said, there is a clip that keep coming back and back and back up. That is this clip from the Atlanta Dream game. Let's head on over to X real quick, man. Let me show y'all something. So this is the clip right here, right? Now, in this clip right here that I'm about to show you, it's Caitlyn Clark vehemently and pretty much agitated with Stephanie White. Now, if you guys remember this game, this is one of the last time, matter of fact, this is the last time Caitlyn Clark herself played the Atlanta Dream. Now, I believe the second half of this game, Caitlyn Clark came out on fire. You can look it up because Caitlyn Clark went off on Stephanie White in a tunnel. Now, there is a video that has not been released to the public. I've seen the video of this argument in the tunnel. Now, do I want to say how bad this video looks for Caitlyn? It looked bad. I mean, she's really snapping at Stephanie White in this tunnel after this set scene. Now, I hope that video don't ever come to light. I really don't, but I have seen it, and it does exist. Now, that is not allegedly. Those are facts. Cold, hard facts. That it's a video that was right after this in that damn tunnel where Caitlyn Clark erupted. I mean, erupted on Stephanie White. so bad it would have made national news. Now, I seen that video months ago, never talked about it until today. Now, I'm about to play this clip. Now, this right here indicates to me, Caitlyn Clark sick of that offense. Right there. Look, wind it back. Look. See that? Y'all see Caitlyn throwing her hands up at Stephanie? Now, in that tunnel, Caitlyn Clark erupted on Stephanie White. So bad, it will make national news. Those are facts. Facts. Now, with that being said, going into the 2026 season, we know this is a rebuild season. This is a season to correct the errors and correct the flaws. And the flaw being the motion offense worked for Stephanie, but the motion offense cannot win a championship. Hence why Stephanie White has not won a championship with this motion offense. She didn't get far in Connecticut, and she didn't get far here. Granted, she made it to the semifinal, but you never made it to the finals, which means that we got to go back to the read and react. We got to go back to giving Caitlyn Clark the ball, and we got to go back to singing Iowa Caitlyn. Iowa Caitlyn, bro. I mean, that Logo 3 Caitlyn, bro. I want to see that Caitlyn. I don't want to see no more Stephanie White experiments. And speaking of Stephanie White, now we know Stephanie White, she did this a lot last year. I mean, she was dropping interviews every week. Now, we know the offseason just wrapped up. Now, what if I was to tell you Stephanie White got an interview finna come out? Now, I wonder how this interview is going to go. Now, Stephanie White isn't, well, at least it's not looking that way as of yet. Stephanie White, this is the second interview Stephanie White has done during this offseason with Indiana reporters. See, Stephanie White was doing interviews with other people, but Stephanie White this year, she's only talking to Indiana reporters. Why is that? Why is she only talking to Indiana reporters? Why she's not talking to national reporters? Because Stephanie White is avoiding questions. Stephanie White is not trying to get in the ring of fire. That's my belief, and that's why she is only talking to Indiana reporters on this go-around, because they trying to control the narrative. She don't want to answer the tough questions, but this is it. Upcoming pod alert, Fever Insider Live, Indiana coach Stephanie White, episode Wednesday. So y'all know Chloe Peterson, all of these people, all of the Chloe Peterson, the Scott Agnes, the Brian, all these people are controlled by the Indiana Fever front office. Hence why they don't do the numbers us podcasters do. They can't say what they want to say. They can't voice their opinions how they want to voice them. But I have not watched this, so let's see. It's coming out the 22nd now. Boy, oh boy, when it do, y'all know I'll be all over it. Let's listen.
Books, Aaliyah, has she been giving you some recommendations on these, or how are you approaching it?
Who's been giving me recommendations? Aaliyah, no, she hasn't. But I went on vacation right after the season. My kids were on fall break, and I was in a little beach town. And I walked into the bookstore and I said, okay, these are the 3 authors that I like. These are the types of books that I like. And the young woman gave me a series. So I started the Handmaid's Secret. I started the series of The Handmaid's Tale. So, or not The Handmaid's Tale, that's the movie, but I started this series. So I'm 2 books in and I have 2 more to go. I'm excited. I know. I haven't read for fun in a long time.
Are your kids pretty prolific readers? Are they at that age yet where they're hammering through books all the time?
I have one that loves to read, and I have the others don't really take. Now, I didn't love to read until I was a pro. I actually I did not like to read at all. And when I was playing for the Fever, and Natalie Williams was my roommate, and she read all the time, and she was reading. I don't remember what she was reading. It's maybe the Harry Potter series had just come out or something. And she was reading it. And so she was my roommate, and it was like, all right, well, if we're not going to go get dinner, let's read a book. And so I started reading, and I really found that I enjoyed it. And it was nice, a nice way for me to decompress and to go to other worlds, right. And to not have to think about what was going on in the moment. It's my own version of escapism. I have to dive myself into a book, and I'm not an audiobook person. I like to imagine what the voices sound like in my head. I don't like hearing the same voice in an audiobook, so it's going to have to be multiple if I'm going to do that. But I much prefer to have a book in my hand and read. And Lynn Dunn always read as well, so she would read a book and then pass it on, and it would kind of go through our team and coaching staff.
I love that. Chloe, we found another new segment for our show. We're gonna have a book club with like
Book club. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So that is a little snippet of has been released. The interview is scheduled to be coming out in about 2 days. I want to know you guys' thoughts about Caitlyn Clark and his motion offense. Do you guys want to see Iowa Caitlyn? Drop down in the comment section right now, because I definitely know I want to see Iowa Caitlyn, bro. Keep them bells on. I will be back with another one. And until next time, man, shake the damn haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.